Listen, vlog, anybody who told you it wouldn't work, who told you it doesn't work, just because it doesn't work, it didn't work for them, don't let them tell you otherwise. Don't let them tell you what's gonna work and what won't work in your life. You see what I'm saying? Unless they've done it, unless they've been through it, you can't tell me something that didn't work for you won't work for me, because it might work for me. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna go out here and be like, oh, I'm not getting into relationships because it didn't work for you. Well, maybe it'll work for me. You see what I'm saying? So don't block your blessing by listening to people that, gave up on a mission, or, things didn't work out for them. And the whole time it might work out for you. You might block your blessing by listening to a person that, that gave up too quickly, or that, it didn't work out for them, but maybe it worked out for me. You know what I'm saying? I can't say, oh, all businesses are going to fail because I failed in my business. I might have been in the wrong business. There might be another business out there for me. So this is why, I listen to a lot of people, but I don't fully take the advice unless, it's somebody I want to be like, because a lot of people will steer you wrong. A lot of these dudes that are hurt out here tell you, oh, don't get in a relationship. Oh, don't do this and that. A lot of these dudes that's been business is messed up will tell you, oh, the money ain't that good and this and that. But then you go find somebody that's really about their stuff, that really, put time and effort into this thing, right? Whatever it is, and it worked out for them. Because I've noticed that, people in relationships, like dudes most of the time be like, oh yeah, it don't work and this and that. And then you ask them, oh, like, were you putting your full foot down? Nah, I was out hanging out and this and that. It's like, bro, you can't half-ass this shit. You got to go full throttle and then be like, okay, boom, it didn't work. You can't go half-ass and be like, yeah, it didn't work. I can't show up to work for 3 hours and be like, yeah, I didn't make no money. Barbering sucks. It doesn't make no money. But I'm pulling up on the last hour of the day. You're not even trying. You see what I'm saying? And same with relationships, because I used to think like this also a lot, because social media and people will get in my head too also, and I would see things that I'll be like, whoa, I'm chill, I'm straight on that. You know what I'm saying? And it does make sense, but you got to have that faith and be like, okay, if one real one comes around, then I'm not gonna BS. I'm not gonna let it slip. Because a lot of dudes will let a good girl slip, all because they're stuck in this mindset. Oh yeah, she's gonna be like this and that, and she's gonna this and that, and like, you end up making it like that. You see what I'm saying? You end up making it like that. Like, nah, females ain't loyal, and I don't care about a business and that. And it's like, okay, bro, with that attitude, how far are you gonna get in life with a female? How far are you gonna get in a relationship? Of course you're gonna have your doubts. Of course you're gonna second guess. But hey, you gotta put your full foot forward. And that's what I learned, man. Is like, before I used to be like that. Like, nah, I won't get with a female and this and that. And now that I'm in a relationship, I'm realizing, I'm like, hold up. Like, it's all on finding the person that wants the same thing as you. If you're looking for a relationship, you want to settle down, you got to look for that person that's on the same type of time as you. You can't be out here, expecting females that are out here doing certain stuff to all of a sudden settle down. If that's not what they want, that's not what they're showing. Their actions will show you everything you need to know. You see what I'm saying? And it's just like business. I like to put it in all perspectives, just like business. I'm gonna speak about what I know, barbering, right? A lot of barbers will be like, oh yeah, barbering don't make money, all the shops slow and this and that, and they'll pull up 3 hours left in the day. It's like, bro, you gotta be here to make money. You see what I'm saying? You gotta be here. It's not like, I understand if you would stay here all day, you pull up from 9 to 8 or 9 till close, and then you only made $40, okay, boom, that makes sense. Hey, you could still market yourself. You could still put yourself out there. You know what I'm saying? Until you do all these things, you can't really say, oh, nah, it doesn't work. So, I've been noticing that a lot, man. And also in my relationship, it's really opened up my eyes to all of this stuff. Like, you can't you gotta judge by the person, you know what I'm saying? Not in a bad way, but just by the actions and by the person. Okay, what does this person want? I know what I'm looking for. I know I'm sure, right? Because there's people out there that know that, like, okay, I know since I'm a dude that knows what I want, I know I'm not the only one in the world that's like this. Because there's dudes that are like, yeah, I want this and that. And I know there's other people out there like that. And there's females like that too. So just because you're dealing with all these females that are not like that and messed up in the head and this and that, you got to realize that you're searching in the wrong place, you're ignoring the red flags, you're ignoring the actions. You know what I'm saying? If a girl's showing me that she doesn't want a relationship and I try to haggle her into a relationship, guess what's gonna happen, bro? It's not gonna work out. So two people got to be on the same type of time, man. And this goes around for, like, a lot of things in life. I don't let people, talk me out of something. I got to kind of see it for myself, and I got to feel it. I got to see it for myself, because you got to think about it, man. Like, for some people, relationships don't work because they're not fully into it. They're not really giving their 1,000 on it. So how can I go take some advice from you when you're not 1,000% and you're trying to poison my mind and say there's no real relationships out there, there's no real women out there? Okay, well, let me find out. You know what I'm saying? Let me find out, because I'm gonna put my full foot on the throttle. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I'll go try again. You see what I'm saying? But a lot of these dudes, man, will tell you the wrong shit, and you just gotta look at their life and look at how their life is going and situations in their life, and it'll all add up. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you kind of got to be careful of who you listening to. And the same thing could be said to me, right? But you could look up on my videos, pretty much a little bit of how my life goes and the way I live my life. So I'm not perfect, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just speaking about my experiences, because I've had this negative thought, towards females before. Like, I was like, man, females ain't ish, and this and that. And, I know females get like that too. Oh, men ain't ish and this and that. And it's true, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people ain't ish, but it's because you need to find better people, you know what I'm saying? That's what I think. You need to find better people that know what they want, that are not, half-assing, like, yo, this is what we're gonna do, and this is it. Like, this is what I want. I know this is what you want. All right, let's go 100% on this shit, and let's ride it till the wheels fall off. You know what I'm saying? And hey, it could go good, it could go bad, but if you're out here, that's what you gotta deal with. You know what I'm saying? It's just like a business. Hey, you opened up a business. It's not 100% that the business is gonna blow, but you could give it your all, and at least, and let's say it goes bad or it doesn't work, at least you could say, yo, I gave it my all, man. I gave it my all. I did what I could. And yeah, this business doesn't work, but maybe I could go, maybe this business isn't for me. Maybe there's something better for me out there. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how I look at life, man. And, for whatever certain people, things don't work for them, it might not be the same case for you. So you got to go find that out on your own, and, don't let people talk you out of things, because, like I said, it might work for you, man. Me personally, with the relationship stuff, with the business stuff, like, it works for me. It's good for me, and I'll be around a bunch of people that complain about the same thing that I'm like, damn, this is great to me. You know what I'm saying? But when we realize the consistency, when we realize the work put in, the time and effort, there's a difference there. You know what I'm saying? There's the seriousness, there's a difference there. So that difference would make me be like, hold up. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I was a person outside, I'd be like, hold up, okay, there's a difference right here between, okay, this works, right? This works for this dude, and this dude says that doesn't work at all, right? So where's the difference right here between what works? Okay, boom, dude is doing this and that, and boom, he's staying serious about it, he's really going, okay, boom, all right, I need to try that. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I look at things, man, because, like I said, Some people open up businesses and it doesn't work. Some people get in relationships, it doesn't work. You know, some people get in relationships, it works. Some people open businesses, it works. It might not mean that, you know, business ain't for you or relationships ain't for you. That just might not be the business for you. That just might not be the person for you. Or it just might not be your time. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is, you know. I believe in taking your time with everything, because when you rush into things, you don't know what you're getting yourself into. So I like to take my time with everything. You know, business takes time, relationship building takes time, friendship takes time, getting to know people takes time. So take your sweet ass time, because you got to remember, this is going to be for the long run. It's a marathon, not a sprint, man. So take your time with stuff, and don't let people talk you out of things that didn't work for them, because it might work for you, man. Let's get it.